One of the NFL's oldest and most storied stadiums, it's time to give it another go at Green Bay's Lambeau Field. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for him? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed. When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Addison going to motion over left. Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
All right, here we go. Second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That throw comes up short. Maybe a little more muscle on that one.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now, well, now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Play action, Love. Vikings get there, they're going to win this round. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, create an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Offense no doubt jolted awake with that very first play, partner. Here's 2nd and long. Play fake, it's Love. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, Brock, it could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings, nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They bring Thielen in motion right. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. The left side brought in by Hopkinson. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And they take him down right along the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Again, McCarthy to throw. Short pass brought in. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. They'll run the draw with Jones. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the 1st time this game. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love now off the play action. Gets this one to Wicks. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Josh Jacobs, get his first look on the ground. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Shotgun now for Love. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And they could really use a good one here. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Man in motion, out of the slot. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 35-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. McCarthy throwing here. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Packers going nickel on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Packers 7.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. So Professional work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Jones. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the Vikings, first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Tried to use that space outside, but found a defender instead, so no gain on first down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Thielen's got it. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. McCarthy on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Vikings first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Quay Walker.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. The defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead they go with Jones. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Setting him on the dime. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Now it's McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a second-quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
Packers 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jacobs running behind center. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action. Love. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Vikings capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead.
As quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. He gave it away, and even worse, he watched him return it for 6.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
28, Packers 14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Jacobs gets it on the drum. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, it's Love. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Vikings now set to take the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay 1 play ahead of their defensive foes.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Start with a give to Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. It's the Vikings with work to do on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on third down. Third and long for him here. Brought in left side by Jefferson. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Love with it on first down. He's going to tuck it and run. Again, he's got room. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First down throw, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Space to the left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. But so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Once more, it's Love. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a one-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Packers 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
At the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Jeff Okudah.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. The gun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Jones once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. McCarthy going to keep it himself. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Slot man motioned over. On play action now, McCarthy. It's caught, that's Thielen. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, because this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more.
At their own 22-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has his man. It stops. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 18 yards for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Packers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tie us up 28-all. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Brock, Xavier McKinney.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Play action, McCarthy. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They send him left out of the slot. 1st and 10, here's Jones. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him 32 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Into a crowd, and intercepted! Andrew Cooper takes it away! There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And it's going to be second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And whatever they were trying trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
The Vikings into the nickel for this third down play. Here he is on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Second and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here. To the air with Love. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So as they're trying to throw for this, Brock, they've actually been thrown off here by a couple of great plays defensively.
Yeah, offensively, that can't happen. Defensively, kudos. Offensively, touchdown, check down, throwaway. That's it. Sack cannot be a part of the equation.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They bring Thielen in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the shotgun, McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to the air. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got his man. It's Golden. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And a solid gain there, Brock, is about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third down, they need 7. He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the right hash, 52 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they say the Packers got to this one.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks, is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Love using the legs here. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
3rd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Love up to the line. 2-point attempts coming.
The Packers.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds the in route complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Vikings down by 12. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's McCarthy to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now it's 3rd and short.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left and that clock winding down. He tucks it and takes off. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Finds him over the middle, and he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That's incomplete left side. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Quick pass left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
At the 13-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. One final shot here. He takes it himself. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.